Well, hello my peeps, it's Antoinette here. Tonight we're going to make something super simple. It is Ree Drummond's best tomato soup ever. It's really not her recipe, it's her friend's recipe from what I gather. But it has 5 stars and 789 reviews. So yeah, they're really great. And you know, people say that you can use some items and not others, but I'm gonna stick to it as much as possible with the ingredients that I have on hand. So to get started, I have 6 tablespoons heating up in my pot and of butter, and she said 1 medium onion, but I had 2 little ones. She says white, but I had the red and the white, so they were small. So I'm going with that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in with my melting butter. This really has very few ingredients when you think about it, and it's very semi-homemade with canned ingredients. I'm gonna saute up my onions and we'll be back in a flash. The onions are looking and smelling really great, so they're pretty translucent. All right, next we have 2 14.5 ounce cans of diced tomatoes. These are petite diced. And then 46 ounces of 100% tomato juice. Okay. Just gonna stir that up. All right, next we have the Better Than bouillon. She used 3 bouillon cubes, but I have this wonderful stuff, so this is what I'm going to use. 3 tablespoons. Okay. Now, this is what I have left in my jar, so I'm just going to use it all. This stuff, you can't use too much of it. Next, 3 to 6 tablespoons of sugar. This is my erythritol monk fruit blend. I'm going to start with 4 and see how that goes. 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to bring this to a boil. But before we do, we have to add cracked pepper, a ton of it. So I don't know what that means. She says the more the better, that you can't have too much black pepper. So I'm gonna load her on up. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. We can always add more. Now we'll bring it to a boil. Now that it's nearly boiling, what you do is you have to turn off the heat. That's what she says. She calls for a cup of sherry, and she says that's optional, but people in the reviews say that it's not. A few people made it without, and they just don't know that they're missing it. I don't have sherry, and I wasn't going to buy it, so I was going to use something that I have in my pantry, and I have this cherry, I don't know if you can see it, Cherry Republic Sweet Cherry Balsamic Vinegar. People have used the balsamic. You could use apple cider vinegar, but I, kind of be worried about that, so I didn't want to go that route. Rice wine vinegar, lemon or lime juice, just to get some acid in there. All right, that quickly calmed that down. All right, now, then we have heavy whipping cream, 1.5 cups. Whew. That's gonna make it creamy tomato soup. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Oh, we have the basil leaves. This is our organic McCormick's dried and McCormick parsley, 1/4 cup each. Now she used fresh, but I'm using what I have. Okay. That should give it a lot of flavor. Apparently that's it. So it is looking creamy. I like chunky tomato soup, so yeah, we'll see. I'm going to turn it back on. It's really still hot, but I'm just gonna put it on at 3. I'm gonna let this cook for a while. There, I have a little bit more heavy whipping cream here. Let's get it all. While this cooks, I'm gonna make me a low-carb grilled cheese sandwich, a half a sandwich, to go with my soup. It smells incredible in here. I tasted this, and I haven't tasted anything like this. This is some gourmet soup, and it's semi-homemade. Look at my grilled cheese. That's Gouda and shredded, of course, because that's what I had. I'm gonna plate this up. This is fabulous. What a delicious dinner. All right, I'm gonna taste this soup again now that it, you know, it really, the flavors have melded together. I like the little chunky diced tomatoes, and I might even put in another can of diced if you like it chunky. It's amazing the depths of flavor in this, and what that with that vinegar added. And I didn't have to add any more of that sugar because of my sweet cherry balsamic vinegar. I would make this again with with my vinegar. I'm not sure what sherry tastes like, but I'm sure that I would like it. But this is outstanding. And let me take a bite of my sandwich. Oh, it's fabulous with my bread that I made. I'm telling you, this bread from the last video is just fabulous. And are you a dunker? I'm a dunker, and my goodness, just look at that. This is not lunch. This is dinner. This really is the best ever soup. And it looks great on my Pioneer Woman plates. Okay, peeps, I'm going to go watch a movie and eat my dinner. We will see you next time.